The Special Forces of India are incredibly strong and competent, but lesser known than those of the US and UK. Trained rigorously under extreme conditions, they include the Indian Army's Para-SF, Navy's Marcos, and Air Force's Garud Commando Force. Also, public sector organizations like the National Security Guard and Special Group contribute to this unified force within the Armed Forces Special Operations Division. Let's have a closer look at India's most prominent armed forces, and be sure to stick around for the last and most special SF unit. National Security Guard. The National Security Guard is an elite counter-terrorism unit under India's Ministry of Home Affairs. Launched in 1984, it includes personnel from the Indian Army and Central Armed Police Forces. The NSG is based in New Delhi, with its main training facility located in Manesar, Haryana. Renowned for their swift and precise response to terrorist threats, NSG personnel undergo rigorous training in counter-terrorism tactics, hostage rescue, and explosive ordnance disposal. The main responsibilities of the NSG, which is divided into two specialist groups, namely the Special Action Group and Special Ranger Groups, are to eliminate terrorist threats, safeguard VIPs, and deal with hostage rescue scenarios. They are equipped with advanced weaponry and gear to execute high-risk operations with precision and speed. Also, NSG trains state police agencies in counter-terrorism tactics and offers advisory help. Their motto, Sarvatra, Sarvotam, Suraksha, which translates to everywhere the best security, reflects their commitment to safeguarding the nation against terrorist threats. The National Security Guards are known best for their response to the 2008 Mumbai attacks, where 10 members of Lashkar-e-Taiba, a militant Islamist organization from Pakistan, carried out 12 coordinated shooting and bombing attacks lasting 4 days across Mumbai. Special Protection Group. The Indian Prime Minister and members of their immediate family are guarded by the Special Protection Group, a specialist security unit tasked with the highest standards in VIP protection. SPG was founded in 1985, which was a response to the breach inside the Delhi police and the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. It was placed under the Special Task Force of the Intelligence Bureau, primarily tasked with proximate security of the leaders of the country. Its main office is located in New Delhi, and they are mainly trained at the National Security Guard Training Center in Manesar, Haryana. The SPG is composed of personnel from the Central Armed Police Forces and the Railway Protection Force, who have undergone extensive training in close protection, counter-surveillance, and emergency response techniques. An extended security screening is part of their recruitment, which comes as no surprise. Their organization includes an operations branch, which consists of a communications wing, transport wing, and a technical wing, all specifically trained to protect at the highest proficiency. Next to that, they have their own intelligence personnel. The primary responsibility of SPG is to ensure the Prime Minister and their family have complete security, both at home and when visiting abroad. They employ advanced security measures and protocols to mitigate threats and ensure the safety of their protectees. SPG currently only protects Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Once SPG protection is withdrawn from political figures, at for instance the end of their term, they are granted with what is being referred to as Z+ security. This consists of a security detail of 55 personnel, some of which are part of the National Security Guards as well as police personnel. Marcos. The Indian Navy's elite Special Operations Squad, known as Marcos, short for Marine Commandos, focuses on maritime operations. Marcos were established in 1987 and are headquartered in Mumbai. They received their initial training at INS Abhimanyu, a naval base located in Maharashtra. Marcos undergo extensive training in combat diving, underwater demolitions, and maritime counter-terrorism at specialized centers. Set up into teams, they operate from both land and sea to execute missions with accuracy. Tasked with a range of missions including reconnaissance, sabotage, hostage rescue, and counter-terrorism operations, Marcos are known for their stealth and agility in coastal and offshore settings. They often collaborate with intelligence services and other special forces groups to protect India's maritime interests and effectively counter maritime threats. Marcos's unique insignia, featuring an anchor and a winged dagger, reflecting their specialized maritime expertise. Just like the National Security Guards, the Marine Commandos are widely recognized for their swift reaction to the 2008 Mumbai attacks. 9 Para-SF. 9 Para-SF, also known as Para-Commandos, is a group of Special Forces battalions of the Parachute Regiment within the Indian Army. Their headquarters is located in the Indian state of Uttar Pradesh, where they were founded in 1966. The Special Forces Training School in Nahan, Himachal Pradesh, serves as the unit's main training facility. The rigorous training that 9 Para-SF members get includes instruction in unconventional warfare, close-quarters combat, and aerial operations. They are divided up into specialized units, each with their own tasks like hostage rescue, direct action, or special reconnaissance. Entrusted with conducting operations deep behind enemy lines, 9 Para-SF operates in varied terrains, for which they undergo specific training per environment. They are renowned for their bravery and proficiency in handling high-risk operations, contributing significantly to India's national security objectives. As part of the Parachute Regiment, 9 Para-SF brings its personnel from volunteers across the Indian Army and undergoes continuous training to maintain maximum operational readiness. 9th Para-SF Battalion were some of the first responders to the Pampore standoff, in which militants from the Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist group attacked a police convoy in 2016. It was during this fight where one operator from 10 Para and 2 operators of 9 Para lost their lives. Special Group. The Special Group, or SG, is a secretive special operations unit under India's Foreign Intelligence Agency, the Research and Analysis Wing, abbreviated as RAW. The Special Group functions under the Directorate General of Security, who on their terms serve under the command of the Prime Minister through the Cabinet Secretariat. The Directorate General of Security was a classified part of RAW, which was built together with the CIA after the Sino-Indian War of 1962, and it was put under RAW's control in 1968. In the early beginning, a group of specifically assigned unit members received highly classified and specialized training in Israel by the Mossad and Sayeret Matkal. Although the unit was supposedly modeled after the 2-2 SAS, their current mandate and responsibilities remain classified, and they've refrained from modeling their training after them. SG's headquarters is Uttar Pradesh, in northern India. It is a mystery why this is known, as the government of India doesn't officially acknowledge the existence of the special group. They receive specialized training in counterterrorism, intelligence collection, and unconventional warfare, as well as the usual suspects like CQB and interrogation resistance, among others. They are specifically tasked with carrying out operations with which the government of India may not want to be linked directly. It's the equivalent of the CIA's Special Activity Center, and plausible deniability plays a big role in this unit as well. Within their ranks, you find highly skilled individuals from the Special Forces units of the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force. As you can imagine, SG plays a crucial role in carrying out the clandestine paramilitary operations and supplying useful intelligence to protect India's security, something which is vital to advancing the foreign policy goals of their nation. Special Frontier Force. The Special Frontier Force, or SFF, is a secret paramilitary unit under the Indian Intelligence Agency, the Research and Analysis Wing. It was established in the wake of the Sino-Indian War of 1962, and its main office is in Chakrata, Uttarakhand. The unit, which is not a part of the Indian Army, but operates under their operational direction with their own ranks and training facilities, was placed under the direct supervision of the Intelligence Bureau and later the Research and Analysis Wing, just like the Special Group, although their chain of command is slightly different. It is under the authority of the Cabinet Secretariat's Directorate General on Security, which is led by an Inspector General who is appointed from the Indian Army's Major General rank and who answers directly to the Prime Minister's office. SFF personnel are mainly recruited from Tibetan refugees and Gurkhas. In the event of another conflict with China, it was mainly designed to carry out clandestine operations behind Chinese lines when it was founded following the Sino-Indian War of 1962. Later on, its size and range of activities grew. SFF operates covertly in India's northern frontiers, especially in the Himalayan region. It is divided into specialized groups, or battalions as they are called within the SFF. In total, there are 6 battalions, all who carry the name Vikas, prefixes with the numbers from 1 to 7, except for the number 4, which is reserved for the special group. Since its exception, the commander of the unit was always from Tibet, but until after the 1980s it was disbanded. SFF, along with other covert units of RAW, are supposedly highly effective with joint intelligence gathering missions with the CIA. For the CIA, India's location near the Chinese border makes them a perfect ally for intelligence gathering. Even though SFF is formally a component of the Indian Army Special Forces, much about its unique makeup and methods of operation are still unknown. The fact that their deployment and operations are highly classified indicates their essential role in defending India's borders and interests in national security. I hope you like the insights into India's black operations and special forces units. If you like what we're doing here, please consider subscribing, and see you all in the next video.